Hey guys, it's me, Poppy Rain here, coming to you with another video. Today's video, we're going to read my favorite book ever, Nobody Comes to Dinner, by F. Emerson Andrews. Illustrated by Linda Dabkovich. In case you guys are wondering, this book was a used library book. Nobody Comes to Dinner. Oscar was having a bad day. He thought it might be the worst in all his 6 years. His alarm didn't go off, so he got up late. He couldn't find his favorite blue sneakers, and after a long search, he remembered he must have left them in the sandbox. But it was raining, and they would be soaked, so he had to put on his black cowboy boots. And when he got to school, the boys laughed at him, and the girls pointed at his big boots and giggled. At school was no fun either. Miss Miller was sick, so they had a substitute. She was an old lady with a sharp nose, and she didn't know their names or any of the good games. And after school was even worse. Oscar went over to Dick and Dorothy's house, but they said, "Go away. We're playing store. We don't want you." He went home and waited for a telephone call, but nobody called. He went down to the sandbox, but sitting alone in the stand, all wet from rain as gookie. Now, it was dinner time. Oscar was cross and decided he was not going to eat. His mother took him by the hand. Oh, sorry, you're not going to eat. He was told that... Sorry guys, I'm just going to restart this page. Now it was dinner time. Oscar was cross and he decided he was not going to eat. He told that to his mother firmly. His mother took him by the hand, also firmly, and pulled him to the table. His older sister Jane was already there, and little Christopher was sitting in his chair with the pillow on it. His mother came in carrying a tray with 3 bowls of steaming soup. "It's good veggie soup tonight," she said. "The kind you all like." "I hate vegetable soup," announced Oscar, as his bowl was placed before him. "I hate all vegetables." "Just try a little," urged his mother, putting some on his spoon. Oscar closed his lips and screwed up his face. "I don't like you." Jane reached over and took the spoon. "Come on now, Oscar. You eat a bit for Janie?" "I don't like you either." "I don't like Christopher. I like nobody." Everybody at the table looked at Oscar. He glared back. "Well," said Jane, after a moment, "that's the first pleasant thing you've said today. You do like nobody. Just a moment and I'll call him in." She opened the door that led into the garden, made a sweeping gesture with her arm, and a small bow. "Do come in, Mr. Nobody. Oscar says he likes you. Please have dinner with us." She drew up an imaginary chair. "There. Nobody, I hope you're comfortable. I'm Jane, and at your left is our little brother, Christopher. Across the table is Oscar, who just said he likes nobody. Aren't you pleased?" She raised her voice in a high pitch. "Yes, I'm glad Oscar likes me. Not many people like nobody." "Stop your nonsense," growled Oscar. "I don't see anybody." "If you look carefully," said Jane, "you will see nobody is sitting between Christopher and me." When she said it was obviously true, and Oscar almost grinned. Jane was up to one of her games again. Sometimes they were fun. Without realizing it, he picked up his spoon and began to eat his soup. Good, said Jane. When you have emptied your bowl, pass it over. Nobody likes to get empty soup plates. Okay, said Oscar. And meanwhile, maybe he would like a drink of no milk. Here's my empty glass. Jane held it carefully to the lips of her invisible guest. Thank you, Oscar. I see you know that nobody grows fat on empty milk glasses.
So here's the idea. We'll use these gray panels here to see if anything on our body might fly off and put a crack or crater on the paint job.
What we have you do is we have you take this panel and you hold it horizontal across your body, or left or right.
Even Christopher entered the game, insisting that nobody have his soup bowl when emptied.
Brushing up against the
His unfilled water glass and a big spoonful of nothing.
back down, vertically. What we're gonna have you do is hold your
When it was almost time for dessert, Jane began asking about birthdays.
You're gonna shake your sleeve all the way
My birthday is July 5th, she said. When's your birthday, Oscar? April 2nd. Oh, yes. You're almost an April Fool's, aren't you? And how about Christopher? I think his is September something. Their mother had heard their question and came to the doorway to answer. Christopher's is September 8th, she announced. And yours, Mother? And Daddy's? Mine is the 14th of August, and Daddy's is January 26th. Just what I thought, exclaimed Jane. Today is nobody.